that when you go into a yarn store, it can be really intimidating and difficult to figure out which yarn is perfect for your project. So we try to help you here at WoolWinders by grouping most of our yarns by weight. Yarn weight refers to the thickness of the yarn strands. And you can have everything from lace weight to super bulky and everything in between. So let's take a little walk around to see what some of these yarns are. So first up, we have lace weight. So lace weight yarn is going to be your thinnest yarn. It's going to be great for those really lightweight accessories such as your shawls. And you're going to usually use a really large needle in order to get that nice lace effect. So your lace weight yarn is going to be identified by, if you take a ruler and you wrap it around the ruler, 16 wraps per inch. It's also going to be able to be identified by getting around 32 to 34 stitches per 4 inches or 10 centimeter gauge swatch. And again, that's going to be your lightest weight yarn. Next up, we have fingering weight yarn. Fingering weight yarn is also known as baby yarn or sock yarn. And your fingering weight yarn is going to be perfect for knitting up socks, for those accessories such as nice shawls. Also, you can make really nice lightweight garments such as sweaters. So fingering weight yarn is identified by obtaining 14 wraps per inch or 28 stitches per 4 inches or 10 centimeter gauge swatch. Next up, we have sport weight and DK. And here at WoolWinders, all of our sport weight is going to be located here, and DK yarn is going to be located here. And sport weight and DK weight is often used interchangeably, and that's because you're going to obtain around 11 to 12 wraps per inch. So your sport weight, though, is going to be slightly thinner with around a 24 to 26 stitches per 4-inch gauge, whereas your DK weight, also known as double knitting, DK weight yarn, you're going to have around 22 stitches per 4-inch gauge. And so sport weight and DK weight yarns are perfect for different kinds of accessories such as hats and mittens and gloves and shawls. I love DK weight yarn, and I find it's the perfect weight yarn. I knit up a lot of sweaters in DK yarn. And yeah, they're great because you can use them interchangeably when your pattern suggests one or the other. So next up, we have worsted weight yarn. And worsted weight yarn is kind of the Goldilocks yarn because it's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just in the middle. And so we have a lot of different types of worsted weight yarns here at WoolWinders because there are so many projects that call for worsted weight yarn. Worsted weight yarn is going to be around 9 wraps per inch and around 20 stitches per 4-inch gauge swatch or 10 centimeter gauge swatch. And you're going to find a lot of different patterns, everything from knitted and crocheted accessories to sweaters and other kinds of garments that are going to call for worsted weight. Again, it's right in the middle. It's kind of our Goldilocks yarn. So next up, we have heavy worsted or Aran weight. Here at WoolWinders, we have a whole hallway of Aran, bulky, and super bulky yarns. Our Aran weight, heavy worsted, and Aran weight yarns are located here. And this is going to be thicker than your worsted. However, it's going to give you a nice thick fabric that's not overly bulky. So your heavy worsted or Aran weight yarn is going to give you around 8 wraps per inch and about 18 stitches per 4-inch gauge swatch. You're going to find a lot of thicker sweaters and some blankets that are going to call for heavy worsted or Aran weight yarn. Next, we have bulky weight yarn. And bulky weight yarn is great for those instant gratification knit and crochet projects. It's going to be nice and bulky where it's going to give you a nice thick fabric. You're going to find a lot of blankets call for this, but also a lot of different kinds of accessories for the home and for fun. Bulky weight yarn, you're going to find around 7 wraps per inch, and you're going to be around 14 to 15 stitches per 4-inch or 10 centimeter gauge swatch. And then last but not least, you're going to get the super bulky yarns. And that's where you're going to get that super chunky, really nice fabric. Super bulky is going to give you around 5 to 6 wraps per inch and around 7 to 12 stitches per 4-inch gauge swatch. And again, that's going to give you that nice thick fabric that's going to make really fun, nice accessories and really nice throws for the home. And there you have it. Now you know a lot more about yarn weights and why it's so important for knowing more about yarn weights when choosing the right yarn for your project. So next time when you have a perfect project pattern, come on into WoolWinders and the staff here can help you find exactly what yarn you need for your project.